Welcome back to my channel. Here we are still working on the plane figures with equal area. Plane figures with equal area, where we draw a plane figure that will be equal in area to a given plane figure. I have another question here that says draw the pentagon shown below, given that AB equals 65 millimeters, BC equals 35 millimeters, CD equals 55 millimeters, DE equals 45 millimeters, and EA equals 50 millimeters. The diagonals AC and AD are 80 millimeters and 72 millimeters respectively. Construct a triangle whose area is the same as the pentagon. I will take the question again. The question says that draw the pentagon shown below, given that AB equals 65 millimeters, BC equals 35 millimeters, CD equals 55 millimeters, DE equals 45 millimeters, and EA equals 50 millimeters. The diagonals AC and AD are 80 millimeters and 72 millimeters respectively. Construct a triangle whose area is the same as the pentagon. That is the question that we have right now. So let's work on the construction of the pentagon first. You cannot see the diagram that is given to us, but given with the dimensions given to us, we draw it as I have it on my laptop. Okay, so let's go and see how we can construct this polygon first. So we are going to draw a horizontal line. So we draw a horizontal line here. So like this, so we have this horizontal line. So on this horizontal line, I'm going to take a measurement of 65 millimeters, which is the base of the pentagon. So I'm taking a measurement of 65 millimeters. So from this point, okay, so from this point to this point is 65 millimeters. So I'm going to label this as AB, as we are told that AB is 65 millimeters. So this is 65 millimeters here. Then the next thing that we have here is that we have that BC is 35 millimeters. BC is 35 millimeters. So we are going to take a measurement of 35 millimeters on the ruler. So we take 35 millimeters on the ruler. So this is, I'll take 35. So this is 35 millimeters here. So here I have this to be 35 millimeters. Then I'll put the pinpoint of the compass here at B, and I'm going to draw an arc like this. So we draw an arc like this. Okay, so here we have this arc. Okay, then we also have that CD is 55 millimeters. So we have not located point D. We have not located point D. So in the question, so we are told that AC, diagonal AC is 80 millimeters. Diagonal AC is 80 millimeters. So before we can locate point C, okay, we need to make use of that diagonal. So diagonal AC is 80 millimeters. So I'll be taking the measurement of 80 millimeters on this ruler. So I have this to be 80 millimeters. So here is 80 millimeters here. So we have this to be 80 millimeters. I'm going to put the pinpoint at point A here. So then I will make an arc on this arc here. So this point gives me point C. So this is point C on the pentagon. Okay, so we have this now. So I can now draw a line. By joining point B with point C. So to have this side BC. So you can see what we have done. Okay, so next we also have that CD is 55 millimeters. So I'm going to take a measurement of 55 millimeters on the ruler. So 55 millimeters on the ruler. So this is here is 55 millimeters here. So I put the pinpoint here at point C here, and then I will also draw an arc like this. So we draw an arc like this. Okay, then in the question, for us to locate point D on this arc, in the question we are told that diagonal AD is 72 degrees. Diagonal AD is 72 degrees. So I have to take a measurement of 72 degrees on the ruler. So sorry, 72 millimeters, not 72 degrees. 72 millimeters on the ruler. I have to take 72 millimeters here. So here is 72 millimeters. So I'll put the pinpoint here at A, okay. Then I will make an arc on this line, okay. So sorry, on this arc, make an arc on this arc. So this point here, this is point D on the pentagon. So what we have to do now is to get join point C and D together to get side CD. So and this is it. So we join these 2 points together to get side CD of the pentagon. So you can see how simple this construction is. Now let's go. Then we also have that DE is 45 millimeters. DE is 45 millimeters. So I also need to take my compass and take a measurement of 45 millimeters on the ruler. So this is 45 millimeters. Okay, so here we have 45 millimeters on the ruler. So now, so we put the pinpoint here at point D, as we are told that DE is 45 millimeters. I'll put the pinpoint here at point D, then I will draw an arc like this. Okay, so we draw an arc like this. Now, so to now locate point E, we are also told in the question that EA is 50 millimeters. EA is 50 millimeters. So I have to take a measurement of 50 millimeters on the ruler. So take 50 millimeters on the ruler here as we have it, and then put the pinpoint at point A here. So put the pinpoint at A, and then you make an arc on this arc. Okay, so wherever this arc touches this arc here, so we have it to be point E. So here is point E here. So we have this now. So you can see how simple it is to construct a pentagon with this information given to us. So we are going to join point D and E together with a straight line. So to get this side the side DE or the pentagon, then we join point A and E together to get side AE of the pentagon. So we have constructed a pentagon like this. So you can see how simple it is to draw the pentagon. Now, so the next thing that we are going to do is that we want to draw a triangle whose area is the same as that of this pentagon. Okay, so what are we to do to get that triangle drawn? So what we have to do is that we are going to join this point A. So we join it together with point D. So we join A together with point D, and then we also join point B together with point D, and it goes like this. So we have it like this. Okay, so having done this now, the next thing that we are going to do is that we need to extend this line. So we extend this line to this side. Okay, and then we also extend this line. We extend it to this side. Then the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to draw a line from point E to touch this line, and the line will be parallel to this line AD. So let me set my ruler. So set the set square. So set the set square on line AD. So set the set square on line AD like this, and support it with the ruler as you can see it here now. Then shift the set square to point E. So shift the set square to point E, and then so draw a line from this point to touch this line. So wherever this line touches the line, this horizontal line, so we are going to call it, this is point F here. So and then we have that this line EF, okay, is parallel to line AD. So it's parallel to line AD. Let's take note of that. And then we also set the set square along this line BD. So we set the set square along the line BD. So we set the set square along line BD like this. Okay, so I'll put the ruler under it. So we now shift the set square. We shift it to point C here on the pentagon, and we draw a line. So from point C to touch this horizontal line, and wherever this line touches the horizontal line, so let's call it point G. So this is point G. So here we have that this line CG, okay, is parallel to line BD. So it's parallel to line BD. So now let's now draw the triangle that will be equal in area to this pentagon ABCDE. So what we have to do is that from this point F here, we draw a line to point D. So it goes like this to point D. So we have it here like this, okay? And then we now draw a line from this point G, okay, to point D. So this is another side of the triangle. Then we now make this line FG. So we make it a thick line to bring out the required triangle. So this is the required triangle now. So the required triangle that we're asked to draw, or that will be equal in area to the given pentagon, is triangle FDG. It's as simple as I've done it here. All you have to do is to practice. Thank you, keep on practicing, and God bless you.